What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be breaking down what women really find attractive in men. And specifically, we're going to be focusing on the difference between what women say they want and what they really want. We're going to be taking a look at a popular clip on TikTok of a chick talking about all her green flags and the things she looks for in a guy. And I'm going to be telling you whether they're legit or she's being full of shit. You guys know that according to YouTube analytics, over 70% of the people who watch our videos have not subscribed to the channel. So before we get into this video, I want all of you guys to hit the subscribe button and comment below, I subscribed, and we will do our best to personally respond to every single comment. All right, so as I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, there's often a big discrepancy between what women say they want and what they really want. And how honest a girl is going to be, and when it comes to this, it's going to largely depend on her level of self-awareness. And unfortunately, most women, and just people in general, have pretty low self-awareness, right? So as you've seen in some of my podcast clips when I interview girls, and I ask them like, hey, so when a guy DMs you, what should he say? And the advice is always like, I don't know, just be yourself, right? Like that's kind of bullshit. That's not really what turns a girl on. So let's take a look at this clip. I'm going to react to these things one by one.
These are my extreme green flags. So hot, I'm obsessed. I'm walking down the aisle when it comes to a guy.
This chick is like fiending for dick.
Disclaimer, as you can probably tell, I haven't even kissed a guy this year, so a guy could breathe around me. And I'm like, oh my God, he's so hot. That's the mood right now. Number one.
You heard the lady, guys. Come over and breathe on her.
If he has a sister. I want to vibe with your sister. I want to know that you know what a box of tampons looks like.
Okay, so this one is almost entirely irrelevant. Now, she's saying that she wants a guy with a sister, but I tell you, in real life, if you look at the guys that she's banged, she doesn't give a fuck whether they have a sister or not. This one is completely irrelevant. It's not gonna hurt you to have a sister, but it's not really gonna help you in any substantial way either. So if you're an only child or you don't have brothers, don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're missing out. It makes no difference.
Such a green flag if he doesn't try and kiss you on the first date. It is a first date. Pull it back, hold it back. I just learned your name.
So this one is pure, utter horseshit. Do not listen to this advice. Now, she may say she wants a guy who doesn't kiss her on the first date, but I guarantee you, if you look at her history and the guys that she's actually banged and dated, they all were guys who pretty much kissed her on the first date. Yes, if you don't make a move on the first date, now I'm not saying you have to bang the girl, but if you don't at least try to kiss her, she's gonna think that you have no balls and she's gonna lose respect for you. I can tell you in my whole dating life, out of all the girls that I did not wind up kissing on the first date, I got a grand total of 0 day twos, right? Because again, a girl loses respect. She's like, oh, we're just not compatible. Maybe we're meant to be friends. So at the very least, you gotta make a move and try to go for it. So this one is pure nonsense.
Number 3, if he wears jeans instead of khakis. I can't explain it, it's just a fact.
This one is also largely irrelevant. It's going to make close to no difference whether you wear jeans or khakis. She might prefer jeans, but I don't think there's ever been a history, like a time in her life where she looked at a guy, she's like, you're really hot, but you're just wearing khakis, so I can't bang you tonight. That also doesn't happen. This is her just like rationalizing post fact.
Oh, if he sends voice memos on Snapchat. If you send me a voice memo, ooh.
So this is the first piece of good advice that she gave you, but it's also like kind of twisted in with bad advice. The bad part is Snapchat. Don't fucking use Snapchat. Snapchat is a massive waste of time. As a guy who has shit to do with his life, you should not be fucking around with Snapchat. Either get the phone number, use WhatsApp, or if she's not willing to do that, then she's not serious about meeting up. However, the voice memos part is definitely very true. There's a lot of power in using voice memos. First of all, a lot of people are afraid to do it, right? So you stand out from the crowd. Second of all, it shows confidence. It's the fact that you're not afraid to let her hear your voice, and also builds a lot of comfort because at the very least she can see what you sound like, listen to the way you talk, right? So voice memos are definitely great. That's a good piece of advice.
I love me a man who is cute ugly. I love it.
I don't even know what the fuck that means, cute, ugly, like you're either attractive or not. It's like saying, I love me a guy who's fat, skinny. Like you're either fat or you're skinny. You can't be both. So I'm not sure what that means, but I think what she's saying is, I love me a guy who's cute, but is also within my league and a guy I can get. So I don't want a guy who's too hot because I'm gonna feel like he's out of my league, right? But she's only gonna feel that way unless that guy shows her massive attention, in which case she'll still go for him anyway. Because basically, yes, the black pillars do have this right. Looks do matter. However, what they, get wrong is they say looks are the only things that matter. No, looks matter, but they're not the only things that matter. There's a lot more to it than that. You can be a very good looking guy and strike out with the ladies because you have no game.
Huge green flag if his name has more than 4 letters. Like, that's superstitious, but 4 letters is top.
Also, completely irrelevant. You can have a short name, you can have a long name, you can have a medium name. It's gonna make close to no difference. So, as you saw on this list, pretty much all the things that she mentioned were completely irrelevant things. They might make like 1% of a difference, but they're not gonna be the things that are gonna make the difference between her going home with you and her, turning you down. Like, I've never had a situation out of the hundreds of girls I slept with, where girls like, I was gonna go home with you, but your name is too short, Alex, and you're wearing like khakis. I can't go home with you, right? That's never the reason. So again, these are things that she's largely pulling out of her ass. It just goes to show you how bad women are typically at explaining what they're attracted to. What do you think she really wants? Well, what she's really attracted to is a guy who's confident, a guy who's smooth, a guy who's charismatic, and a guy who has some balls, is not afraid to go for it. I guarantee you all those 4 things are gonna be way more attractive than all the nonsense that she mentioned. Another thing she's gonna find attractive is guys who are conventionally good looking, guys who are in good shape, guys who are fit, right? That's also gonna be attractive to the vast majority of girls, right? Forget about this cute, ugly nonsense. Forget about having a sister or having a long name. All that's purely irrelevant. Focus on the things that actually matter instead of the things that girls tell you that matter. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable and shows that you understand women by hitting the like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification. We're coming up on 100,000 subs, and we can get there with your guys' help. And we have a big surprise for you when we hit that 100K mark. So help us get there as fast as possible. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.